Welcome back, everyone. This is Goku-san DBZ, of course. And with that said, this is video game news for the end of August. And in just about a day, September begins. Hard to believe it's already that late in the year, in 2020. Quickly before I get this started, thought I'd show a shirt I finally got in the mail. I special ordered from AEW's official shop website. It's a special crossover shirt, Street Fighter and AEW. Dan Hibiki playing against Kenny Omega. Being a fan of both wrestling and Street Fighter, I felt it necessary to get this shirt. It's now completely sold out. Still awesome. With that said, awesome music in the background. I chose Ocarina of Time music. So, first up we have, of course, recently we got some game trailers on some of the DC stuff. Of course, obviously, one there was the Arkham Knights trailer we saw, and also the one I find a little more interesting, of course, there was also the Suicide Squad kill the Justice League. Looks interesting. Also, it's also been claimed that Halo Infinite could maybe dropping off and not getting a Xbox One port of it. If that's the case, I'm not too surprised at all, in all honesty. Also, the fact that it's been rumored now that it looks like Halo Infinite has been delayed until 2021. So, it might make sense that they may end up deciding not to do an Xbox One version because of the downgrade. It would probably be in frame rate, resolution, and everything that could play a key role in the decision. Plus, taking extra time to have to port it to past gen as well, or current gen still right now. But I get the sense where Microsoft's coming from on it. Next, we have Destiny 2 and the ethics of deleting 2 years of paid content. Speaking as someone who has all but the last expansion, that I have most of the DLC and stuff from Destiny 2, so yeah, it kind of does affect me personally, since I spent money on all that DLC, though I get it. Bungie wants to eliminate any past connections to back when stuff was being done under Activision. I get it, but still, it sucks, given I'm gonna lose a bunch of DLC that I personally paid for. That just sucks, in my opinion. Next, we have Black Ops Cold War pre-orders. Apparently, will unlock woods in Warzone. This is one thing I will say is kind of sad, to the point things have gone where now game developers and stuff will give you exclusive content only if you pre-order. To be fair, I am one of those guilty people pre-ordering things, but still, that seems kind of wrong, though I'm not a fan of Call of Duty, so won't really affect me in the end. But still, it could affect as a whole mindset, mentality of game developers. Uh, Elden Ring release date. Supposedly, very soon, there's supposed to be official confirmation of the actual release date for Elden Ring, of course, which is being done by From Software, along with, of course, George R. R. Martin, creator of Game of Thrones, my all-time favorite TV show. Also, um, Ubisoft ditches physical. Apparently, Ubisoft is not the biggest fan of, I guess, physical media, but it says here Ubisoft ditches physical game discs for its Xbox Collector's Edition, but only in the United Kingdom, in the UK for some reason. I'm not sure why that is. Who knows the actual reasoning behind it? Ubisoft is a very confusing company. sort of like Activision Electronic Arts. Also, we have The Witcher 4 confirmed. Witcher 4, Gerald's gone for good. That kind of sucks. Especially anybody who's played at least a couple of the games. Like, I played a little bit of The Witcher 2, not much of The Witcher 3, but I have played a little bit, giving it a chance on the Nintendo Switch port. Also, Microsoft xCloud will launch on September the 15th for all Android devices. So far, it will be launching that day in 22 countries around the world. Of course, America being one of them. So that's going to be interesting to see how xCloud works. So basically, unfortunately, xCloud coming to Android devices is almost the death nail in the coffin to Stadia, which I recently, to be fair, canceled my subscription for Stadia Pro, just because even though I've enjoyed quite a few games and stuff, as time has progressed, I find myself playing Stadia less and less, unfortunately. Even though I love the controller, I think it's really well built, personally. Sometime I might get back on. I do own a couple games on Stadia, so I can still play at least without the Pro membership. Specifically, Guilt. Also, PSN sales some deals going on right now. We have one deal thing that's going on, PSN Hidden Gems, which is going to be good through September the 9th. A couple of the games. The Forest is on sale for $9.99. An interesting survival type of game. Also, you have Subnautica, which is another type of survival game, though it's underwater, which makes it a little more interesting. Subnautica rarely goes too low in price because it's actually pretty successful and popular of indie games. It is on sale for $17.99. Then you have a really good indie game I highly recommend personally. It's on sale for $14.99, and that is Risk of Rain 2. Though, I personally recommend getting the physical from like GameStop or some brand new, because then you'll get a digital DLC code that'll give you also the original Risk of Rain. So you'll get both for like $20. But if you prefer digital, you can always go this route. Also, the first Outlast game is on sale for $4.99. That's a game I still need to eventually play, is the original Outlast. Also, you have, of classic arcade games that are on sale, you have one I personally highly recommend, one of my all-time favorite old school arcade games for $1.99, and that is Galaga. One of the best, in my opinion, classic arcade games of all time. Also, you have a great horror theme game, indie developed, called Layers of Fear. It's on sale for $4.99. Then you have a very unique game, to say the least, Mutant Football League. If you've never played it, check it out. There's certain elements of Mutant Football League that kind of remind me of the old school Midway game Blitz, because it's not exactly your traditional football game. Also, you have, oh yeah, and by the way, that's $7.49 for that game. You have next the Technomancer on sale for $3.99. It's actually not a bad game, though I got it for free back a while back on Xbox Gold. Also, Music Racer, which is very unique of racing games. If you've curious in trying a unique style game, I definitely say Music Racer is very unique. It's unique in its art style, its music, and the fact is, you can also play like custom playlists and stuff on your console, so that's cool. And it's just a lot of fun, honestly, because I've actually had a chance to play it. Also, you have Star Wars Episode 1 Racers actually on sale. Normal price is $14.99, which is still like a bargain deal. It's on sale for $8.99. So I personally would say definitely jump at the chance, pick up Star Wars Racer. It's a great racing game, regardless. As somebody who's not the biggest racing game fan, I love Star Wars Episode 1 Racer. Then again, I love pretty much anything when it involves the prequels for the most part. Um, then you have the Power Ranger special bundle they're offering, the Collector's Edition is on sale for $19.99. That will get you Power Rangers Battle for the Grid. That will get you two special exclusive uh, skins that you can only get through this particular bundle. Special My Morphin style Pink Ranger skin for Ranger Slayer. Also, you get a special exclusive skin of Lord Draken. And you also get the first season of DLC characters also included. So for $19.99, you're getting two special exclusive skins, plus you're getting three more additional DLC characters and other content to go with that. So I think it's more than worth $20 if you ask me. Speaking of somebody who's actually bought all three seasons of DLC so far for the game. And personally, I love the game. It has a great netcode. If you like online fighting games, I can't recommend Battle for the Grid enough, especially at this deal. Also, you have Amnesia Collection. It's on sale for $4.99. More than worth it. These are some great survival horror games. If you like classic, old school, like horror games, I honestly do highly recommend checking out the Amnesia Collection. Because you're getting like 3 games in total. That's more than worth it. Next, you have the remastered version of Parappa the Rapper. Classic PS1 game. You can play on PS4, which is cool. It's $7.04. I know it's kind of weird, 4 cents. But it's definitely worth $7. I mean, I used to play the game all the time on the PS1. And you're better off going this route than trying to get the PS1 game because you're going to be shelling out some money for it. Also, you have Resident Evil 7 Gold Edition is on sale for $19.99. That version will give you all the DLC content included in the bundle. So $20, that's not bad for Resident Evil 7. Base game itself you can get pretty cheap, usually on sales, but given this is including all the expansion and all the extra DLC content, that's definitely a good route to go. You also have the remake of Destroy All Humans is already on sale. It is on sale for $31.99. That's actually not a bad deal. I played the original Destroy All Humans back years ago. I haven't played it, though, in quite a long time. I am curious to eventually get the remake, though. The Jak and Daxter trilogy is on sale, by the way. Classic PS2 games from Naughty Dog that, personally, I need to play again. I actually have the games digitally on my Vita, and I think that's a good way to play it, though I'm kind of tempted to take advantage of this deal. $14.79 and get all 3 Jak and Daxter games. Definitely more than worth the price if you ask me, because you average out, that's only $5 a game. Next, you have a Grand Theft Auto Vice City, classic PS2 era game. The only Grand Theft Auto game I personally own is Vice City. It's on sale for $8.99, not a bad deal. Incredible soundtrack, that's the main reason I own Vice City, is for the music. Also, Assassin's Creed Rogue Remaster is on sale again for $9.89. Really good deal for it because it has great naval battles. Also, the original The Evil Within is on sale for $5.99. More than worth it. I recently got a hold of The Evil Within 2, found it on clearance at Walmart, believe it or not. I still need to get the original though, but dang. The game is pretty creepy, and the game plays really solid. It's definitely one of the best survival horror games I'd say I've played in quite some time. Also, you have the Anniversary Contra Collection on sale for $6.99. You get a bunch of the classic Contra games. They are truly some of the best side-scrolling shooter games of all time, in my opinion. Also, Destroy All Humans 1 and 2, the original PS2 versions, you can actually get also on sale right now on PSN for $2.99 each. That's not bad at all. I definitely recommend looking into it. Also, you have Moons of Madness, which is a horror game, obviously heavily influenced by H.P. Lovecraft. Definitely there. So basically, it's Lovecraft in space, and it does intrigue me. But I'm waiting for the price to drop a little lower. Still, $17.99 is not a bad deal. You have yeah. Next we have, let's see here. Um, Also some new games now that's come out. Here are the prices on, and one or two of these games I actually have picked up. The first of some new games is Captain Tsubasa, Rise of New Champions, which is actually a game I picked up for PS4. It's, at least to my knowledge right now, I believe it's a PS4 exclusive. Really good game. The regular game is $59.99, or you can get deluxe edition for $84.99. You have Nexomon Extinction, which is basically an indie game developer's take on Pokemon, but with a lot more complexity to definitely the battle system and turn-based mechanics of the game. It's definitely unique looking. Um, the price is only $19.99 for the game, and right now it's on sale for $17.99. So I recommend looking at it, checking out. I'm tempted to pick it up. We also have an interesting new vampire game called Immortal Realms Vampire Wars. It's a tactical game. It's $49.99. Madden 21, which for me, every Madden's pretty much the same. Base game, $59.99, then a $79.99, and then a $99.99. Then we go to a game that I personally did pick up, and you can expect a review of this game probably in the next month. I'm gonna start recording gameplay of it probably within the next week, and probably within a month I'll try to do my review. And that is the awesome looking game Windbound, which just released this past week for $29.99. Great deal. It's a great budget tile pickup. You can tell that games like The Legend of Zelda, Wind Waker, and Rhyme really played a key influence. Some people are saying Breath of the Wild, but I don't see really a lot of Breath of the Wild influence. Personally, the way you sell and everything, just all the water and stuff, it really heavily feels like Wind Waker, but on land and stuff with the puzzles and everything very much feels more like Rhyme in my opinion. Still, Wasteland 3 was just recently released. It's $59.99. Next, another game I actually did pick up. Another great looking indie game. Very cutesy, but it looks like it's going to be both cute and depressing at the same time. If you could even imagine doing that. And this game is called The Last Campfire. It is only $14.99. It's another type of puzzle platformer type game, but I'm definitely digging the looks and the music I've heard from the game so far. Very curious, it's made by the same game studio that created No Man's Sky. So that's interesting. Personally, I'm somebody who actually has defended No Man's Sky for a good amount of time. So I am looking forward to playing the game. Next we have Vader Immortal Episode 1 or whatever of this VR game. It is $29.99, a great looking new VR game. Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles Remastered. Also for $29.99, more than worth it, because that is a classic game I still have on the GameCube. I love Crystal Chronicles. Criminally underrated Final Fantasy game in my opinion. We also have some other news. Mass Effect Trilogy Remaster being rumored, and possibly a release date in probably looking at around October from what the leaks are saying. So we'll see. I've never played any of the Mass Effect games personally, but this, if they do release it on, say, PS4 or something, I may pick it up. Also, Epic Games loses their battle against Apple. Court and stuff, government rules in favor of Apple. That basically Fortnite is permanently kicked off of the Apple App Store. But, however, they cannot ban apparently the Unreal Engine, which of course they designed. So, they won in one aspect, but they failed in the other. Next, we have Sony. It has announced they are open to releasing more console exclusives onto PC. So that's going to be interesting. I'm not sure how some of the hardcore fanboys are going to react to that. The Sims 4 got announcement of a new expansion, Star Wars expansion, which makes sense on The Sims because EA owns both. Also, you have, looks like new stuff that has come out through leaks and other info on Avengers, and it keeps getting worse, in my opinion, the way stuff is going on it. It just looks like the game is getting worse and worse from the looks. I get the feeling the new DC announced games are probably going to end up a lot better than Marvel's Avengers. Also, we have here is quickly some Metacritic scores. Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles has a 62% among critics and a 5.7 among users, and this was strictly Switch. They have not released scores on any other platforms yet on Metacritic games. Also, Tell Me Why, a new story-driven episodic game, has on Xbox has a 79% among critics and a 6.0 on user score, and PC has a 78%. Next, we have Windbound. On Xbox, it has a 66%. On Switch, question mark, because they have yet to release the Switch critic score. And the PS4 version has a 65% on Metacritic. I'm still thoroughly looking forward to playing the game. I don't care if it has like a 65% on Metacritic. Captain Tsubasa, Rise of New Champions. Critics gave it a 71%, and game users, however, have given it an 8.8. So that says that apparently users or people who are playing the game, just normal fans, are thoroughly enjoying the game more than the critics are. Next, we have, of course, the Nexomon Extinction game. Switch version has a 76% among critics. Other platforms have yet to release their scores. Wasteland 3 has actually done really good. PS4 version has an 85%. Xbox One has an 86%. And PC has an 86%, so it's definitely scored pretty high. Also, Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, we got to see some new cinematic trailers and stuff. I don't care personally, but I can see how Call of Duty fans are looking for. And this is some stuff we saw from Gamescom. Destiny 2 released more info and more footage and stuff for Beyond Light expansion. Also, Mafia, they showed stuff for Mafia, the Definitive Edition. Also, we got better look into Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga, which is basically episodes 1 through 9 of Lego form. So you're basically getting 9 games, I guess you could say. Also, announcement of a new Medal of Honor game. Now, this came out of nowhere for me. It's been a very long time since there's been a Medal of Honor game. Medal of Honor Above and Beyond. Interesting, and I actually have curiosity. Medal of Honor is actually a series I enjoyed in the PS1 and PS2 era. Specifically, Medal of Honor Rising Sun was my favorite of the series. But with that said, I'll see y'all next time. Same YouTube time, same YouTube channel. Stay safe out there, everyone, in this crazy time.